5.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday stretch with Imana Health. I'm Taylor, and this is Amy, and she's going to be bringing you through a nice stretching session today. So I'll let you get on with it.
Yep. So like Taylor said, we're just going to go through a couple mobility stretches and exercises with you guys today. So I hope you guys are ready, and let's get into it. So we're going to start sitting down on the ground. So find a comfortable cross-legged seating position. So let's start with our right side of the body here. So let's extend the right arm just a little bit out in front of us, or to the side of us, sorry. And we're just going to tilt our neck to the left. You can use your hands to add just some pressure here. You should feel the stretch on the side of the neck as well as through our arm here. Next, so we're just going to hold this for 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So a small note, if you guys feel any discomfort or any pain during this 30-minute session, take a break. Don't push your body too far. And yeah, just see how much you can stretch it out. Nice, just a couple more seconds here, and then we'll release and switch to the other side. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's extend the left arm out and tilt our head to the right. We can use our right hand to just add a little bit of pressure. And we want to see a nice long line from the tips of our fingers to our head here. Awesome. Remember to keep breathing here. Let's breathe through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Awesome. 10 more seconds here. And let's release. Okay, awesome job, guys. So now we're going to get into some wrist mobility. So our first stretch is we're just going to have our palms out in front of us, fingers spread wide. I'll go back a little here. So what we want is you want your elbow joint here to externally rotate so that our elbow joint is facing in front of us here like this. And all we're going to do is we're going to rock forward and back. So keeping our fingers straight, want to just lean forward and then lean back. So just like this, making sure our elbows are rotated out and just lean forward, getting that nice wrist stretch in there, and then lean back. Awesome, let's do this 3 more times. So lean forward, and then lean back. So the point here is we don't want to cause too much pain. We just want to add a little discomfort here to feel that nice stretch. And let's release. Last time. And bend over. Awesome, now come back. Okay, so for the next one, it's going to be similar position, but instead of leaning forward and back, we're going to kind of almost do like fingertip push-ups. So what we want to do is lift the heel of our hands up, keeping our knuckles and our fingers on the ground. So I'll come up here. So our hands are spread wide out in front of us, and we're just going to lift and come back down. Lift and come back down. Our thumbs can come up, that's okay. Just try to keep your knuckles as well as your fingers planted on the ground, as well as keeping that arm externally rotated so that our elbows can be seen. Awesome job here. So lift and back down. One more time, lift and come back down. Awesome. So one more wrist movement here. So we're gonna have our hands bundled in a fist like this, just kind of side by side. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our palms and try to rest the outer side of our hands all the way to the ground. If you can't stretch all the way like this, that's okay. You can have a little bend in your elbows to try to get them all the way down. And let's close them back up into a fist and open and come down. Nice. Let's close them up again here and come back down. Awesome. Close. Let's do 3 more here and open. So the point of these stretches is we want you to have your wrist mobility to be able to do this as well as this. So let's do 1 more here and open. Awesome. Let's close and let's come to a seated position. So what we're just going to do is we're going to have our knees, let's drop them to our right side of our body as well as laying down. Let's extend that right arm out and take our left hand and kind of have them meet together like this. What we're just going to do is we're going to have our left arm just slightly push past that right hand, and we're going to rotate our arm up in a clock-like fashion. So if you feel any tightness anywhere, just stop, take a deep breath in, and exhale fully, and continue your clock-like stretch. So try to draw like a big circle as wide as you can. Once you're in the 9 and 3 o'clock position, kind of hold it here. Take a deep breath. And as we exhale, bring it back and come back up to meet our right hand. Let's do this 2 more times. So extend past that right hand and bring it up and around. Drawing a nice big circle. Once we're here, let's take a deep breath in and out and come back to meet our hand. You guys can move as quick or as slow. Take as many breaks as you need. Really try to feel the stretch. And let's go back again. Opening up. And let's just take a pause here. Inhale. And exhale. Really try to reach with that left arm and come together. Awesome. So we're just going to switch on to the other side. So I'll flip like this for you. All right, so we just have our legs kind of stacked on top of each other. Our left arm is out. Our right arm is just going to close to meet on top. And let's push that left hand over and around. A nice big clock. This plant is kind of in my way. That's okay. Let's open up, take a deep breath. And exhale. And let's reverse that clock. Hopefully you guys have more room here than me. And let's extend it 1 more time. Don't forget to keep breathing as you do this exercise. Feel a nice stretch. It feels best when I'm in this position. My chest feels nice and open. And let's close it once more. 1 more time, guys. Nice. And stretch. Make this the biggest circle yet. And hold it here. Exhale. And let it close. Awesome. Let's come up. So now we're just going to do some shoulder stretches. So all we're going to do is come up. We're going to have our palms behind us like this, and we're just going to lift our hips so that we're in a reverse tabletop position. So just like this, come up. We're just going to hold it for a second and bring it back down. So this will give a nice shoulder stretch as well as a stretch to the biceps. Let's come back up, hold, and bring it back down. Nice job, guys. We want our fingertips to be pointed behind us, really squeezing those shoulder blades together, and lift, engaging our core to keep it nice and flat at the top, and drop it down. Awesome, let's do 1 more, and lift. and release. Nice. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our right leg, we're gonna bend it over so it's on top of our left knee. So we just have a 4 position here. And all we're gonna do is keeping our hands behind us, we can inch that left leg closer until we feel a nice hamstring pull in the right leg. Awesome job. Let's hold it for another 20 seconds here. If you want, you can bring it even closer. And if you can't stretch as much, that's okay. To kind of bring the leg down here, wherever feels best for you. Awesome job, guys. Let's hold it for 5 more seconds here. And let's release. Let's extend, bring it back. And now let's extend our left leg here. We're just gonna fold it so that our foot is resting on our right knee, making a nice forward. And slowly inch that right knee closer to our body until we feel that stretch, keeping our hands behind us. And let's just hold this. Awesome job, guys. Let's hold it for 15 more seconds here. Remember to keep stretching with your breath. Awesome job, guys. You're doing great. And 5 more seconds here. Awesome. Let's release and have both of our feet together like this. And we're just gonna go into a nice pike stretch. So we're just gonna be bending at the hips. Try not to round your back as we try to touch our toes. That's okay if you can't go all the way. Grab your knees, your calves, your ankles, wherever you can grab basically. Just hold it nicely. And with each breath, let's try to inch just a little bit closer to our feet here. Let's hold it for 10 more seconds. And release. Awesome job. Now we're gonna go into our 90-90 stretch. So, like the title suggests, we're just gonna lay our legs into a 90-degree angle here. So we want our thighs to make that 90-degree angle with our knee. And then we want the same thing with our left leg. So what we want to do is we want to position ourselves so our hips are forward facing this leg here. And all we're going to do is we're going to bend at our hips, slowly bringing our chest closer to our leg to feel a nice stretch here on our right outer leg. So if you can, come down to your knees. Try not to arch the back. We want to keep it nice and straight. You can have your hands out in front of you. Whatever's best here. And let's just hold this for another 15 seconds. Awesome. Making sure that both legs, that back leg is still in 90 degree. 5 more seconds here. And let's come up. Awesome. So all we're going to do now is to give that other leg a stretch. We're just going to turn so that our hips are kind of square with this leg. You can help you with that. Let's move our arms back like this. And let's twist. So we're facing this left leg here. This will definitely feel a lot more uncomfortable than our other stretch in our right leg, but that is the point. Awesome, let's just hold it for another 10 seconds here. You guys are doing great. And let's release, awesome. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna flip our legs up and have them drop to the other side. So now so let's just readjust, making sure we have a 90 degree here, 90 degree here, and let's rotate our hips here so that this leading leg is just right in front of us. And let's slowly lean our torso close to our legs here. Bring our arms out if you need. And we're just gonna hold it for 15 more seconds here. Awesome job, guys. Continue your breath work. Five more seconds here. And let's come up. Let's rotate these hips. Our hands to just kind of help us adjust and give that back leg a nice stretch here. Awesome, let's just hold it for 15 seconds. Five more seconds here. And let's release. Awesome job, guys. So we're just gonna come onto our knees now. So let's switch it, and we're just gonna get our toes to be touching like this, slightly wider at our knees, and we're just gonna come down into a child's pose. So let's stretch our arms out and in front of us. We wanna take our forehead and we can rest it on the ground if you'd like, and really just push into this resting pose. Slowly inch your fingers more ahead of you if you can. Awesome. Breathing deep in and exhaling fully. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Awesome. So we're just gonna come up. We're gonna lift our legs so that our knees are stacked over our hips. And we're just gonna come down onto our elbows. And we're just gonna do a variation of a child's pose. So we're just gonna take our hips up into the sky. And we're really gonna press our shoulders into the ground. You should feel this nice stretch on our lats right here. And really sink into this pose. Awesome. Just gonna hold it for 10 more seconds here. Two more breaths. Exhale. Let's inhale. And as we exhale, let's come up into a standing position. So for our next move, we are going to go from a squat into a standing pike stretch. So let's have our feet about shoulder width apart, and let's just sink down into a nice squat. You want your heels to remain touching the ground and try to sit as low as you can here. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lift our hips, but keeping our chest close to our knees. We're gonna try and straighten out our legs here and get a nice deep stretch in the back of our legs. Awesome, let's come back into sitting. So I'll do it from the side here, guys. Come back into sitting. Let's hold it. And then we're just gonna lift and try to straighten out those legs. That's okay if you have a little bend here like me. Slowly, as you keep doing it, hopefully you can straighten out those legs. And let's sit back down. We're just gonna do 2 more of these and come back up. Awesome, let's sit back down. And come back up. Awesome, let's lift our body up. And now we're gonna go into some lunging stretches. So let's start with our left leg. So we're gonna take our right leg behind us into a nice lunge here, and all we're gonna do is using this left knee, we're gonna straighten it out and bring it back into a 90-degree angle here. So we're down here, let's straighten and bend. Try to bend nice and deep, and when you straighten, keep that front toe pointed. We're gonna be sending this leg back here. Nice. Let's do it 2 more times. Bend, and let's straighten. Last time, bend, and straighten. Awesome job, guys. So let's flip to our right leg. So let's readjust here. So let's bend this knee. Nice 90, and then bring it back up. Awesome. Bend. And let's straighten here. Bend. And straighten. We're just going to do it 2 more times. So let's bend. And straighten. Awesome. Last time. And bend. And let's straighten. Awesome job, guys. So let's walk our feet in together. Let's lift our arms up, nice and high. We want our hands above our heads, our palms facing each other like so. And really try to reach those fingertips as high as you can. So let's take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you guys want, you can do a little hyperextension, just bending slightly, continuing with your breath work here. You want to bring your gaze past your middle finger, looking up into the ceiling. Let's hold for 5 more breaths here, guys. Inhale and release. Inhale and release. Just 3 more here. Inhale and release. 2 more. And last one. Awesome job. Let's have our arms lower, down. So all we're going to do, we're going to just do some shoulder stretches as we're standing up here. So let's lift our arms up so they're nice and parallel with the ground. We're going to have our thumbs facing in front of us, and we're just going to do some small shoulder circles. So let's start small and work our way into larger circles here. Nice. Gradually increasing the size of the circle until they're as big as you can possibly make it. 10 more seconds here, guys, and then we're just going to switch into the opposite direction. Okay, nice. Now, if you guys were going counterclockwise, let's go clockwise. So starting small here. I'm going to gradually increase the size of our circle. Starting to feel some discomfort here, but that's okay. You guys can push through it. Let's make these shoulder circles a little bit bigger. We're just going to keep going for 10 more seconds. Nice job, guys. And let's release and shake that out. Awesome. So now we're just going to do some neck rolls. So we're just going to lift our shoulders up to touch our ears, back and down. So let's try that. Up, our shoulders towards our ears, back and down. Nice, smooth, fluid motion. Let's do that nice and slow, working with our breath here. So inhale as our shoulders come up, move them back, and as they come down, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome job, guys. So let's move into our next movement here. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna go into downward facing dog. So we're just gonna bend at our hips here, bring the arms down to our toes, and we're gonna slowly walk our hands out until we have a nice downward facing dog pose. So here what you want is you want to spread your fingertips wide, you want to have your heels as close to the ground as you can. You can have a slight bend, keeping our head in between our shoulders as we gaze through our feet. And just feel a nice stretch here. If you guys need to pedal up your feet, go ahead. Continuing with our deep breathing. We only have a couple more moves to go, so stay with me, guys. Nice job. Let's hold it for 10 more seconds here. Really feeling the hamstring stretch. Three, 2, 1. Let's release and come down into a nice high plank. Let's just hold it for 5 seconds before we bring our knees, chest, and our chin to the ground. So 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Drop the knees, the chest, and the chin. We want to keep our elbows locked in together as we come up for upward facing dog. So pushing through our fingertips, let's lift the chest up nice and high, and let's bring our gaze up towards the ceiling. Nice. And let's release, coming back down. And we're just gonna move through this movement of going up and down. So with an inhale, lift, hold, and exhale as we come down. So let's try this move 2 more times here, guys. So inhale, lift. And release. Slowly lowering down. And last one here. Inhale. And let's release. Let's send our hips back into a nice child's pose as we can come for our next final resting stretch pose that we're doing this afternoon. So let's just hold this for a nice 30 seconds here. Continue your breath work. Maybe close your eyes if you guys are feeling down to it, whatever you'd like. All right, let's slowly come up to a nice seated position. And that is the end of today's 30-minute live stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Just some reminders that we have another live stream this Wednesday. And as of January 31st, gyms are able to open up back to 50% capacity. So we will be bringing our in-person group fitness back. So if you guys want to save a spot, because we only are open to 50%, you guys want to DM us or call us. And I hope you guys join us for that. It will be me and Taylor who will be running that as well. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. And yeah, good afternoon. Bye, guys.